everyone, it's Jennifer with Rooted in the Rock, and I've got something dropping from the home branch right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Rooted in the Rock. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to share a little bit about some of my favorite products that I've found recently. A lot of you know that recently, well, I say recently, this was like back in December, January, beginning of January, I found out I have an allergy to wheat and soy. So it changes your diet extremely, and it's really hard. I know gluten-free, there are so many more gluten-free products now than there used to be. Used to be really hard to find anything gluten-free. Now there's a ton of stuff. It got popular with keto and a bunch of the diets. So people have been making more of the gluten-free things, and it's been easier to find, thank God. Even you don't have to go to a specialty store, like even your regular Publix and Kroger, all your regular grocery stores should be carrying at least some of the things. But there are some things that I have found lately that have worked really great for me, that I've really liked. I am not one who grew up with this allergy. I found out later it was like a livable thing, but there were parts of my system that weren't functioning optimally. And, unless you dig into it, you never know. Because for me, it was not like an allergy like I need an EpiPen allergy, but it was affecting my digestion and all these other things. So it never showed up on, I think I talked about this before, but it hadn't showed up on like a regular celiac test or like a regular allergy scratch test, because they only look at certain markers. And the marker that I tested positive for, it's the protein part of the wheat, not the gluten part of the wheat, if that makes sense. So that's why it didn't show up on any of those other tests, because it wasn't the full range of all the markers. They only look at certain ones. So I'm just gonna, I know everybody has different tastes, and where I like one thing, you might not like it, and you might prefer something else instead. But I've been wanting to share these, because a lot of times they're in different sections of the store that you don't typically look at, and you don't even realize it's even there. So I just wanted to share my favorites to see if there might be something that might be helpful for you to try. Okay, one of my favorite things lately I have found at our Publix. I like to shop at Publix, and we do Costco, and I like Sprouts, and on occasion Whole Foods. Whole Foods is further away. Got to pay extra for the delivery and all of that. So we don't do that one as often just because of traffic and stuff. It's more of a pain to get to. But this in particular, I've actually found at our Publix, and I have not seen this at the other stores. So I'm not sure where you will find it, but I think this is more of a big box store brand. But it's Be Free is the brand, and these are naan breads, okay? I used to love naan so much. And I miss bread so much. And these are Be Free naan breads. In the pack, you get 2. I don't recall at the moment how much it is, but you get 2 of these naan breads. Now, what I've been using these for is for making little individual pizzas. Because now I'll share that one with you another time. There is an almond flour pizza crust that I found that I really like, but it goes in the freezer. These can stay in the pantry. Of course, if you open it and take one out, put what's left in the refrigerator. But what I did is I got a little jar of the Rao's, however you say it, pizza sauce. And I just take a spoon and I spoon some pizza sauce, and then I do cheese and toppings and whatever, and microwave it for like a minute 20, and boom, all done. Like, it's easy, it's fast, and it's your own little pizza. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but I bet they probably turn out better in the oven. If you put it on a pan and bake it in the oven, they're probably even better. But these are very, very doable, okay? You can use them for naan, for dipping and stuff, but also, like I said, I use them to make little pizzas. So, you know, when the family can get regular pizza and watch movies or whatever, I can make my own little mini pizza that I don't have to worry about the crust. Because honestly, it's hard to find a good gluten-free pizza crust. I miss the fluffy, oh my gosh, I miss it so much. But like, for me personally, like Papa John's has a gluten-free pizza crust. I do not like it at all. I don't like the one at Mellow Mushroom either. We tried Domino's this last time, because we don't usually do Domino's. We haven't since like college. But the Domino's gluten-free pizza crust is very doable. I like the one also at Your Pie. But other than those two, most of them I don't really like. So it depends. But anyway, this is a great one you can do at home. And it's cheaper and easier. Okay, next. These are all bread-like items, okay? One of my next go-tos, I like to use this when I want like a more crunchy snack. Sometimes you just want a crunch, right? These are, Char is the brand, and they're Italian breadsticks. Now, I call these my fake breadsticks. I call them fake breadsticks because they're, you know, I have, this one's open. So it comes with 3 of these little pouches individually sealed. So these are great. You can pull it out and throw it in your purse or a bag or whatever. These are really great if you just need a little something to tide you over, a little snack, or you're just wanting to munch something crunchy or whatever. These are really great for that. When I tried them at first, I was like, I'm not sure. They didn't like really taste great to me, but I really, really like them now, and they're just super, super handy and portable, which is huge. Easy and portable. These I get at Publix. I think I've seen them more than one place, but I get them at Publix. But at Publix, they're not. That's the thing. In different stores, like Publix's in different places, also sometimes put the things in the store in different places too. So you'll have to check with your individual store and see where it is. But in my Publix, this is actually on, instead of like the cracker aisle or with the gluten-free stuff or whatever, this is actually on the bread aisle, at the end of the bread aisle where they have all the Italian breadstick stuff. It's not with the other like gluten-free products and crackers and stuff. So that's one of the other tricks with finding good gluten-free products in the store. It's not always like in a separate section. A lot of times it's worked in. Our Publix, I think, they reorganized and started, instead of having those little sections in each aisle, they've started like putting things with the things they belong with. So it's kind of, it just depends. Okay, this one is actually in the cracker aisle. This one is the brand is Absolutely, with the exclamation point, Absolutely gluten-free. These are the grain-free flatbreads. Now they call them flatbreads, but really I would think of this naan more like a flatbread. So if you do anything with flatbread, if you want to like fold up make a gordita kind of thing or whatever, these would be the naan breads would be good for that. This is really kind of like a saltine cracker, but it's longer. They're super crispy and thin, and when you want that kind of thing, these are really great. The taste is great. They taste like normal, saltinish crackers, but they're not as airy. They're a little more thin and solid, but these are really great. So if you're doing like dips or spread or whatever, these work. But they call them flatbreads, I guess, because they're longer. They're as long as the edge of the box here. They're long, long strips of them. But these are a really great one. And speaking of that, so there are some brands, there are brands that make, all kinds of gluten-free, sugar-free, whatever products. And you might really like something of a particular brand, but then not like their version of something else. Like you will find that there are particular things of particular brands that you like better than the others. And one of my examples for that is the Glutino stuff, okay? The Glutino stuff, this is in pretty much all the stores I go to. You can find the Glutino stuff. Like the Glutino pretzels, I hate them. I do not like them. I don't like them. I don't have the pretzels with me today. I'll have to do that in another one. I'll do like a snack one or something. But there are a couple of brands that I really like for pretzels. Glutino is not one of them. I hate their pretzels. However, these are their gluten. It's just gluten-free crackers. It's in the cracker aisle. In my Publix, they're like at the top. But this one, they're round. They kind of look like Ritz crackers. They're just a basic plain cracker. These are fabulous if you're eating like chicken salad. Like I love chicken salad chick, but I can't eat the crackers. So a lot of times I like to bring it home and then I put them on these and it's perfect. These are really great. They have a good taste. They stay together. They don't crumble too much. And they're that good classic size and shape for things like that. So Glutino, this one is my favorite for this type of cracker. I love bread and crackers. So for this type of cracker, like if I want something more like a saltine, I would go with this one. But this one is better, I think, for when you're doing, I mean, you can just munch them too. It depends on what you're in the mood for. But something like chicken salad or some kind of dip or spread, these are really good for that. Really good for that. And so it's like, this is all like cracker stuff. I have like one thing that's not a cracker over here. Okay. This next one, what have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5. Is Mary's Gone crackers, but it's not. Here's another one where I don't like necessarily. The Mary's Gone cracker stuff has been pretty popular, and even the Publix doesn't have these. I can't get these at Publix. I have to go to Sprouts to get these, or I think Whole Foods has them too. Publix has Mary's Gone crackers has these round ones that are super thin, and they're super snappy. These are a thicker consistency, and I like the chew better. I like the taste better. To me, it's more, it's a kind of like a texture thing. I like these better. I really love these. These are just the sea salt. They have like a rosemary something or other one, I think. There is more than one flavor, but I just like the plain sea salt one. These are really good when I just want to munch a cracker. It's got more taste than a plain, right? It's not really a cracker you're generally going to put anything on. This is a really good cracker to just eat by itself, where you just want a handful of crackers to munch. They're really great taste. I love these. And yeah, the original ones you can kind of see on the side. I don't like the original ones, but this one for Mary's Gone crackers, these are my favorite. These are really great. And so number 6, another type of cracker, is the almond nut thins. Now the nut thins, these are the Blue Diamond. This is the brand you can pretty much find anywhere. Any Publix has these. These are the almond ones. These are just a hint of sea salt because they don't have as much salt. Now I like the pecan ones too. The pecan ones, they seem more salty on the outside. But the pecan ones, whoa, those are yummy just to munch by themselves. They have really great flavor just by themselves. These, I like the almond nut thins for putting stuff on. I will munch them by themselves, but they're very almondy. So I like, they're really great, like put some cheese on, right? A slice of cheese, break it up, and I like cheese and crackers. It used to be one of my favorites. But these are really great for putting, like, if you want to do kind of charcuterie style, right? Where if you have like salami or cheese or something like that, these are really great for that actually. So, and they're not. Now, here's the thing though, with these especially, other crackers don't do it as bad, but the nut thins. Like, we just got home. We've been gone I've gone at camp, gone to Florida, and then I was sick. Long story. But anyway, we were gone for several weeks. And I pulled a box out of the pantry today, and it had been open for I don't know how long it had been open before we left. And I always like roll the bag down. I try to keep it, but they were stale. These, if you leave them open too long, they will be stale and you won't like it. Okay, so just watch out for that. If they're open too long, they might be stale and you might end up throwing them out. So just be careful of that. But these are really great for like charcuterie and stuff like that. Really, the Glutino ones would probably be pretty good for charcuterie too, depending on what you're looking for. Okay, number 7, the last thing. These, I love these. These are the Lundberg Family Farms thin stackers. I get these at Publix has them, Sprouts has them. Most of the places seem to have these. These are rice cakes, okay, but these are flat and thin. These are little squares. They come in these little individual packs inside. So there's 6 of the little rice flats in a pack. And serving size is 4 cakes. It's 110 calories for 4 cakes. So really, you're probably gonna, depending on what you're doing, you'll probably be consuming one of these packs. But these are really easy, again, really easy and portable. You can pull them out and throw them in your bag or throw them in your lunchbox or whatever. These, for me, these you can spread stuff on. If you have a spread, if you want to do peanut butter and jelly, you could do that on here. Or I've used them to make sandwiches before, honestly, because finding a gluten-free bread is that you like is really, really hard. Most of them I don't like. There was a millet bread that we used to get years ago at Whole Foods. I've never been able to find it since then. I loved that one. It was really great, but I haven't seen it since then. But these, you can make sandwiches with them, or you could just munch them. Like, these are a really great neutral, it's just they have different flavors of these too, but I just get the lightly salted brown rice. These are really great for like munching if your stomach's empty, you got to put something in there, and these are great for kids. It's a great little snack. My young one, who's really, really picky, she likes to munch these like, if we're out somewhere and she's hungry and can't, doesn't want to wait or whatever. These are super great for that. They're great for just munching, or like I said, making sandwiches or spreading things on. Rice cake, you can melt cheese on them too. The only thing with rice cakes is, you put them in the microwave with some cheese on them. They don't, you got to eat it right away because, they get stale pretty fast. But these are like super thin. So like cream cheese, making little cream cheese sandwiches are great on these too. But this is also one of my super favorite soy-free, gluten-free. I believe, I'll have to double check, but I believe all of these things are also soy-free. I've been through my pantry a million times, but those are my favorites. So number 1 is the Be-Free non-breads. Super fabulous and helpful. I don't even remember what order I went in, but it's fine. We've got the Be-Free non-breads, the Char Italian breadsticks. I call them my fake breadsticks. We've got the Glutino, kind of like table crackers, okay? And then we've got the absolutely gluten-free flatbreads, which are really like, it's really like a saltine replacement, honestly. Like if you're doing soup or something, just break them up and use them like that. Those are a really great saltine replacement. Then we have the Mary's Gone crackers and the Nut Thins, and then finally the rice. They're thin stackers, but I call them rice flats because they're much thinner than a regular rice cake. I like rice cakes too when I'm in the mood. But those are 7 of my super favorite must-have gluten-free, soy-free, whatever, allergy-friendly, but the main point is gluten-free cracker and bread type replacements. It's always so hard to find. So hopefully maybe this is helpful. This will give you something new to try. If you have, let me know in the comments if you have particular brands or particular crackers or breads. I still have not found like a bread, like sandwich bread replacement. I have friends that are starting to make their own, but that requires a lot of work and real yeast. So I have, well, actually, I want to say one of those I've seen have been, there's a bunch of new ways to like make your own bread at home, which is really better for you anyway. So that would be a whole nother episode for a whole nother time. I might do that sometime and you can see how bad I can be in the kitchen. Please remember to hit that like button if this was helpful or if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future content. It's been a little thin lately, I know, but like I said, was gone at camp, then we were gone on our vacation, and then I was sick, and all the things. Just all, okay, let's just get them out of the way at once, right? But anyway, I'm back, feeling much, much better. We're going to get things back on track. I have a whole lot of new Disney footage and other things like that that'll be coming soon. Travel things. Oh my goodness, y'all. Disney in July. Enough said. But anyway, thanks for watching and have a great week. Dude, I forgot I was gonna say I'm back in I've got stuff all around me again because we're finishing the basement. I'm gonna have a whole room to be my studio. It's so exciting. I'm gonna have a studio space. It's gonna be awesome. Prime Day was yesterday. Well, the second day of Prime Day was yesterday, and I got some plants and oh my gosh, I'm excited. But they're taping and mudding the drywall. We just got the drywall in this week. They're taping and mudding it. There's still a bunch of things to do, but we had to, because they were doing the drywall, we had to bring all the things up, like all the storage stuff and school stuff, like my poor overhead projector is just covered in dust, like drywall dust right now, or construction dust. Anyway, so my space, I was gonna go out on the porch, but the drywall guys are down there working and they're in and out of that door underneath the back porch. So I was like, I'll just have to, I'm in my space and it's okay. But soon, y'all, it's gonna be done soon. I can't wait. So exciting. I think it just started raining. I'm hearing on the window. Obviously cutting that out. Man, it's like legit raining. I didn't even plan on having like a separate studio room. I was gonna do it in part of my office, and what was the storage room is gonna be my studio. Because my husband is awesome.